9 years ago, I realized something that most ambitious people don't notice until it costs them years. I was investing massive amounts of time trying to learn complex material, and the return was almost zero. I wasn't confused, I wasn't unmotivated. I was using a learning approach that didn't scale. Every hour I put in created more mental fatigue, not more usable skill. And I knew that if learning stayed this slow, it would cap everything else: career growth, opportunities, income. That realization forced me to rebuild how I learned from the ground up. Today, I can acquire new skills in a fraction of the time, retain what actually matters, and ignore the rest. In this video, I'll break down the exact learning system that made that possible and why it's designed for high responsibility, low time environments. Here's what nobody tells you about learning in 2026. Most people are stuck in what I call the cognitive sacrifice trap. You reread, you highlight, you watch tutorials, you grind for hours, and then you forget 60 to 90% of it. We're consuming more information than any generation in history, yet retaining less. And here's the scary part. The half-life of professional skills is now under 5 years. If you don't learn a learning system, you're not falling behind, you're becoming obsolete. I was there at 17. Every weekday at 3 p.m., I'd sit down with the physics chapter, the demonstrations, skip steps. It felt like watching a magician who refuses to explain the trick. I didn't even like the subject, but I sacrificed my entire weekend anyway. Rereading, rewriting, reproducing proofs. I had 2 chalkboards, by the way, because I thought that's what serious students did. I don't know. 10 hours for one problem. I passed the exam, but a week later, I'd forgotten almost everything. That's when I realized something important. I wasn't bad at learning. I was using a broken method. Hi, I'm Elson. My mission is to help you learn faster and more efficiently by using learning principles supported by AI, not replaced by it. After that weekend, I rebuilt how I studied around 2 rules. Rule number 1, never start learning without a pre-study session. 2, deconstruct information until it becomes obvious. The result? My study time dropped by half. My retention skyrocketed, and this system followed me everywhere. Languages, medical school, work, content creation, AI tools, same system, different domains. I call this the 6-month memory system because here's the standard. If you can't remember this 6 months later without constant review, you didn't really learn it. Think of learning like construction. Most people start throwing bricks immediately. No blueprint, no foundation, but it collapses fast. The 6-month learning system works like architecture. You design first, you build second, you reinforce third. And here's the counterintuitive part. Top learners spend more time preparing the learning than consuming information. Let's go. I'm gonna show you the framework. So first, we have step 1, which is the pre-study. Never skip this. Before reading deeply, scan headings, subheadings, diagrams, summaries. You're building a mental map. You should ask yourself, what do I really know? What am I trying to learn? How does this connect to things that I'm already aware of or that I already know? Then create a simple outline. No details yet, because these steps is gonna save you hours later. Now we go for step 2, which is deconstruction. This is where memory is built. For every concept, ask, how would I explain this to a 10-year-old? If you can't simplify it, you don't understand it yet. You can create analogies, stories, build images, and you should follow this rule. Never consume more than you can deconstruct in the same session. Why it works? This is motivation. It's pure science. We have schema theory, elaborative encoding, and of course, generative effect. Passive rereading feels productive, but active explanation wins every single time. So here's an action plan. Here's how you're going to use it today. You pick one topic, 10 minutes of pre-study, you create a simple framework, you build an immediate deconstruction, you close the book, and you test yourself. If you can't explain it, try again or use AI in the process, right? If this changed how you think about learning, hit like and subscribe and comment what you're learning right now. Click here for the next video. Here I'll show you how to combine this system with AI to learn even faster.